How are you doing, Vortex? How are you doing? Not as good as me because you don't have a cold brew. You don't have a cold brew! I wish I could give you some of mine. Not to tease you or anything. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be shaking this in front of you because I'm being so mean right now. Because when you live in Western civilization and you work at oh my goodness. It's one of the greatest things in the world. This beverage right here. But anyway, and when you live in Western civilization, you don't have to get excited about things like this, you know? Like, I've been thinking about things that people have said to me, like pointing out, I saw a cement truck on the other side. Yeah, like things that people point out that they think I don't realize. And honestly, like, that's cool. I'm not, like, I probably seem like I'm defensive. Maybe I'm defensive. I think you're offensive. Because anytime that somebody comes at you with something they think that you don't know, you're like, really? You know? And then you're always pointing out the fact that, okay, yeah, I already know that. Thank you very much, though. Thank you. But it's like people think that I'm just not aware. Like, this is the way of the world, you know, like, and I'm complaining about it, but, oh, I don't know how good I've got it, or whatever the fuck. No, I appreciate what I have, dude. I'm just saying that we could probably create a society that's a lot more functional than this one. This only seems to help really bad people, you know, that want to poison us. Whether they poison us through the food, they poison us through the medicine, they poison us through, all the stuff that they sell us that's really bad for our brain chemistry. Like, I was so mad when the state of California became non-smoking. I was so fucking angry. Because the government does not give a shit about the health of its citizens. Okay? That's not true at all. If they did, they wouldn't let people just self-destruct the way that they are so good at doing. Alright? Working at restaurants, I've worked in restaurants for 15 years. A majority of those restaurants have been fast food. And you could say, oh, I'm ungrateful for my job. No, I love my fucking job. I love the restaurant industry. I do. But if there wasn't this, there'd be something else, you know? Do I benefit financially? Yeah, man. I benefit financially. They pay me and shit. That's cool. It's not just that. It's like I have more confidence because I work. And I appreciate my job, and I appreciate, you know, the relationship that I have with my coworkers. And sometimes I'll meet a customer that's pretty cool too. But y'all, if you guys saw all of these customers and how morbidly obese they are, like, if the government does anything, they need to do something about that, you know? So that's my issue with government, is that they don't actually want to help the public at all. That is the role of the government, though. Not to just fucking wipe your ass, but to prevent you from hurting yourself and hurting other people. I don't think that, like, the definition of freedom is just like, oh, cool, like, I can self-destruct, I can overindulge in things that are really terrible for me, and then everybody else has to watch me do it. You know how much it pains me to have to hand a large plate of cheese fries to somebody that's already like 250 pounds, man. It's like, why would I want to do that to them? Oh, because that's the capitalist state and blah, blah, blah. I just say that to trigger people that love capitalism so much. They love it. They just love it. They like worship capitalism. I'm not saying it's the worst one, okay? But it's definitely the most exploitative one. So, we don't live in a logical society. We don't live in a society that's empathic and gives a fuck about itself, okay? So you can't be in favor of freedom and liberty in a society that's that stupid. You just can't. And trust me, like, as a natural born anarchistic libertarian, whatever the fuck you want to call that, it's like I'm naturally more like, you know, leave me alone, I don't want government interference, da 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 da. I mean, they wouldn't have to monitor my eating habits because I don't eat anything but fucking spinach and organic cookies and shit like that, you know, like, I'm pretty good. And if I have to, you know, wean myself off of certain things, I mean, that's never been a problem for me, obviously, but, you know, if I have to wean myself off certain things or give up certain things altogether, it's fine. It's totally fine. But I don't think that the rest of society is like that. They're so dependent on technology. They're so dependent on their crap food. They're so dependent on television to distract them. Hey, you know, I used to watch TV when I was younger. And there's some pretty good TV out there, don't get me wrong. But what's way cooler than watching TV is to, like, you know, go outside and experience, you know, the real time, whatever that is. But I was gonna say real time. Time isn't real though. No, it's not. No, it's not. Well, this is prime time, baby. This is prime time. The time that we're in. I need to just say that to people whenever they accuse me of being late, which happens every day. I'll be like, look, this is prime time. I'm not on y'all's time, okay? I'm on a different wavelength than you. You know, you just can't think outside that box. That's okay. That's okay. Really, really good, interesting people are always on time.